Welcome to My Favorite Lyrics, the podcast where we talk about show lyrics. And that's it, no further instructions. And today we got our guest. He's a beautiful person. He's a hilarious comedian. You know him, you love him, you've seen him everywhere. He's got a special that's about to come out. Welcome Jay Jurden to the podcast.
If you don't know how the schedule works, Devon can do stand-up now because he's on lease for the summer.
That's right.
And so what song do you come out to depending on what city? Do you change it? Do you have a standard? I have a standard, but then if something's popping, I'll put that in real quick.
I really like, it really is depending on like my mood in that moment.
Okay.
If I'm back home in Texas, I'll play something Texas specific. I might play like Still Tippin'.
Okay, Still Tippin', yeah.
Or like 25 Lighters.
Yeah.
Do you know 25
No,
Lighters?
I know Still Tippin'.
That's a little of it's a deeper cut.
Yeah,
That's more like a regional track. You're from Mississippi,
I'm
though.
from Mississippi.
So there might have been like a
So this is what happened. So
crossover between-
Mississippi, because Mississippi's rap scene was just David Banner.
Yeah.
And a lot of Boosie, because Boosie would come from Baton Rouge. And so everyone loved Boosie.
That's right
That's
there.
like right there.
Mhm.
And so then you could also like adopt New Orleans rappers. So whenever Hot Boys came out and 504 Boys, so No Limit versus Cash Money, everyone was kind of like, I'm a pick. And like, I was very much Cash Money.
This was y'all's Backstreet Boys
This was
versus Instinct.
Yeah,
Instinct.
Backstreet Boys Instinct was still going on when I hung out with those friends.
Right,
But
right,
there was definitely like a little Cash Money, No Limit war going on. And
which side did you land on?
I landed for New Orleans. I was primarily Cash Money. And that's only because there was that one, do you remember when Hot Girl came out? I mean, Hot Girl?
Mm-hmm.
So Wayne and Turk had that verse, and I was like, it's never gonna be better than this. It's like that was the first time I saw girls popping in middle school. Popping was twerking before we were twerking.
That's true.
That
People don't talk about that. People don't talk about popping no more.
They were popping, and teachers had to be like, stop popping, stop popping, stop it. They were throwing ass. Of course, we was all of the same age, but that,
of course,
when people,
all children involved,
which sounds worse, but thank you, Devon. Whenever people start to get asses, they was throwing them.
Yeah,
I was there to catch.
Yeah, of course.
And so, what the Wayne was like, this is for the ones who wobble it, lick it up, and this like that one.
Yeah.
And so then, New Orleans music was huge in Mississippi, and also Memphis music. So so when we got older and we were hanging out with bad kids and doing drugs, 3 6 Mafia came into play.
Of course.
So Juicy J, DJ Paul, Project Pat. At one point, and let me see if I get this right, there was one of my good friends, someone lied about having sex with her. This is what happened in high school. That happens a lot.
It does.
Someone lied about having sex with her. And the lie that he told is that he said, coochie real tight like school lockers, which if you don't know, that's a Project Pat lyric. And everyone's like, oh, he's lying. Actually, he lying.
He said that in the story? He was sitting everybody down and he was like, man, I got it.
He said that to someone and he thought it wouldn't get back to us. And when that person told all of us, we were like, wait a second, that is definitely a Project Pat lyric. So I don't think he actually slept with her.
Probably not.
I remember...
school lockers are not like the... you know what I'm saying?
No,
Public school lockers are famous. Mine be wiggling. Mine was wiggling around.
Yours was loose.
You could probably look in.
Exactly.
You could look in there a little bit and at least see if I had a backpack in there.
Funny schools is what we're getting at.
Truly.
So, like, rap has always been part of like. It's always been like right next to comedy and like kind of supplants comedy. Sometimes it's like why I was obsessed with punchlines, why was I obsessed with like writing. So I've always had a super kind of very important relationship with lyrics. The first CDs I ever got, my mom got me Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out, which ties into one of the songs on the list. And then she also got me Usher My Way, and she got me Mariah Carey, Butterfly.
Wow.
And at that point, looking back, I'm like, wow, she knew something. She said,
she said, I'm gonna need to.
She said, Mariah Carey's naked on this, Usher's naked on this, Puffy, sorry.
Your mom said something's gonna resonate in here.
And they all did. They all did. Man, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
No, yeah. I love music in a way that like makes people go, Jay, you're weird.
Like,
I just love it. Yeah.
I will say your first albums are so much cooler than my first album that I ever got. One of mine was the Destiny's Child Survivor album.
Yes. Okay.
That was one of the first ones I got.
Yeah.
But that was given to me. That was like a gift because that was hot at the time.
Yeah.
My actual first album that like I got with like a gift card that I got from a Target was Nick Cannon's self-titled album with the hit single Gigolo featuring, you guessed it, R. Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly. He makes an appearance yet again. We just did an episode with Langston, and
there are
and
older
he
men
comes up.
who like younger women.
Yeah.
Are you an older man who likes younger women? I'm an older man who like all women.
There you go. You ever wanted to call into our podcast and you've been like, oh, but there's no phone number? Well, now there is. My favorite lyrics, the phone number. You know where that phone number about to go? Right up there. And if you can't see it, that number is 332-203-6429. Call in with your lyrics. You could already email. You could already send an email at myfavouritelyricspod@gmail.com, but this is different. This is a phone number. Go ahead and call in. Have a couple cocktails and then call in, send some lyrics. We'll listen to them on the pod. We're going to put it right there. There's nothing up there right now, technically, but in the video, there's going to be a thing right now. That's the number you should call. Thank you so much. I love you.
Okay, I did the comedy bar
Yeah.
in December. I had like a great show,
Yeah.
sold out. It was stepped on. No. I was puffing my chest. I said, "Oh, I got this." Sold it out.
Mm-hmm.
Next show, bigger room.
Yeah.
Also sold out by a local Toronto comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who comes to that show?
Drake?
Aubrey.
Drake came to the show, and you're on it.
No, I'm not on it.
Oh,
I did my show. I'm having a good time.
Is that one of those clubs where it's like there's a small room and a big room?
Yeah.
And you were in the small room.
Yeah, I sold out though. But
Hey, I'll take a sellout, especially international sellout.
International sellout.
I'll take that. I'll take a sellout in a room of any size.
No, I'm not an international sellout because I don't like what BB's doing over there. But what I'm saying is, I sold out internationally.
Yes.
And so I did my show. I come upstairs. Oh, Jay, great job.
Mm-hmm.
Security already sweeping in. Two huge dudes come in, kind of walk fast. You know how security comes in, walks fast, and you go, what they rushing
You're like,
for?
who is that?
Yes.
Who's this attached to?
Yeah.
I know it's
and you go, okay, that's cool vest.
Mm-hmm.
And then I find out it's because Drake is gonna come, and then Drake shows up in like this floor length fur.
Yeah.
And he like enjoys the show. But like people can't enjoy the show because girls are being kind of loud about Drake being there and they're very excited.
Yeah.
So a couple of times they had to tell people like, hey, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
Just relax. Just have fun at the show.
Yeah.
But Drake was there and I didn't take a picture because at the time it would not have been helpful to anything.
Yeah.
But I did walk by and do this. He smelled good.
I do believe that.
He smelled good. It's before he released whatever scent he's got out right now, Summer Mink, I think.
I just learned about this. He's got several fragrances. Fragrances?
He got some fragrances too.
Kendrick said he got a couple fragrances.
He got some fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but Drake's Walk By Air, it smells good. Just so y'all know, it does. He's tall too. He's like 6'2". He's not little.
No. I've never seen him up close. I've never seen him up close.
Yeah. Also,
that's surprising because most people that you've ever seen on TV, you meet them in real life and you're like, oh, you're 5'2".
Nah, that's why these people have Apple boxes. Cause on set, I be seeing you be at the end of every show when people are next to you, it is funny because so many of the celebrities, they're downstage. So you go, okay, maybe if they go back up, they're gonna be talking. Nah. Cause you come down there every now and then and say hey to someone. I'm like, who's this huge man attacking Quinta? Stop. Back up.
I mean, Quinta, I'm truly like a full foot taller.
Oh,
than
yeah,
Quinta.
yeah. You're a Quinta and a Sabrina Carpenter
just
together.
kind of stacked on each other in a trench coat.
But, I'm glad you brought up Drake.
Yes.
And
he smells really nice.
He smells really nice. I also have advice for him. Release more gay-adjacent music like Nokia.
Yeah.
Ask Megan for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Leave Tory in jail. Stop being stupid. This is my plea to you, Aubrey. You've been messing up. Be better. Release more semi-gay music, a la Nokia.
Yep.
Beg for forgiveness. Get Meg to do a feature. Reconciliation.
It's a shame that they fell out in the way that or I don't know if they were ever cool to begin with, but it's a shame that we never got a Drake and Megan track because it's like Drake has always really been at his best when he's making songs for people to shake ass to. He's making songs for the girls to shake ass to in the club. And if Megan if Megan's here for nothing else,
Nothing else.
she is here to make people shake ass.
Shake ass. And you talk about someone who could actually like make people go, oh, Drake's not a weirdo. Oh, Drake's a good person. Oh, Drake was turning up. Drake, your adopted city for the longest time was Houston. She's the princess of Houston. You look at the success you had with Mine and Beyonce. You look at the fact that Drake did the reference track for Heated for Beyonce. So Drake loves Houston and loves rapping about being a bad bitch. You could have done it with Meg. Please fix it. Please, I need it. I need it fixed. Bad. It breaks my heart.
It's tough. It's tough because he talks shit about her in such a public platform. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do it behind the scenes.
That fucking one line in that stupid ass song, it made me, and because that song was a Daft Punk sample, so I was like, I'm so excited. And then I was like, oh no. It was One More Time Daft Punk sample, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, you really like fucked up this whole album. I was having a good time.
He, no pun intended, but shot himself in the foot.
Sorry for tapping.
God, he didn't have to do that. But Drake, if you're listening, and we know you are,
we know.
One, you smell really nice,
You
and
smell
two,
nice.
You got some adjustments to make.
Fix it.
You
Fix
got some
it,
adjustments to make.
Aubrey.
They don't have to be like this.
Breaking my heart.
I will say you talked about Drake smelling nice.
Yeah.
There's a certain, and I've probably talked about this in the pod before, but there is a certain level of skin niceness and smelling niceness that like the really rich people that I've been around have achieved that I'm like, I don't even know how you do it.
You be next to it and you go, what's going on?
You're like, you're like, I have cologne on, but you've got like you've got like an aura of fragrance around you.
You know what they do? Those people, they layer fragrances. They do a base scent, then a top note scent, and they'll like be like, oh, you know, it's this unique mix. And then they walk around, they spray it. They have it on them. They like spray it on them when they get out.
Spraying it, so it's always with. I've probably said this on the podcast, but the first time I ever met Gerard Carmichael, I shook his hand, and my hand smelled good for 2 hours. And I'm like, I don't know how you do that. I don't know what
they have. The last person that I had like an interaction similar to that, I remember it was like the Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, like Netflix documentary, and Kevin Hart was at the cellar, and like he shook my hand, and it's wild when you see, because Kevin Hart's not tall at all. This is kind of opposite effect of Drake. Kevin Hart isn't tall at all,
famously,
and that motherfucker still had people like put like his aura and his like, if you're a nerd, like his chakra, his energy, his Dragon Ball Z like power level was projecting out.
With those people, it's like you can feel them before they even come in the room. You can be, you're like, it's like in those movies. It's like in the movies when the dogs start running around in circles and the birds start flying into windows where you're like, oh, something's.
No, you truly sense it.
Something's going on.
Wait a second, someone famous is here.
Somebody's around. Like the mood shift. That's the downside of being like famous in a way that people fall out over you. Is like at that point, nobody's really telling you what's going on.
No one's like, hey, you gotta come back and pay for that muffin. They go, I grabbed this muffin.
And
every store isn't crafty. You're gonna have to pay. Okay?
Yeah. Or like, hey, that's not how you say that word. You know that word? That word is exclamation. It's not exclamation. Nobody's gonna tell you that at a certain point. And that's, I don't know. And I guess that's the gift and the curse of being there. I guess
they go, no, I've been saying it like this.
Like, okay, all right. Exclamation point. That's what's at the end of the sentence then, I guess. Yep, you got it. Jay,
yes,
you came with some lyrics that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And I've got them here.
You got them.
I've got your lyrics here.
Yes.
I'd like you to start with whatever lyric you'd like to start with, and just straight to the camera.
Okay. All right. So this is all right.
You can introduce the song if you want as well.
So this song to me is a celebration of the female form. It's a celebration of Miami Dade 305. It's a celebration of women's empowerment. The song, of course, is Pull Over by Trina. Now, disclaimer, I do not approve of the carceral state, and I do not like the way that this country polices Black people more than any other demographic. But what I will say is that one way we can reclaim some of this jargon is to say things like, whoop, whoop, pull over that ass too fat.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. That's Trick Daddy. Whoop, whoop.
Pull over that ass too fat.
Whoop, whoop.
Put over that ass too fat.
And so one of my favorite lyrics, Trina she ends one of the verses with this: "What's up, little daddy? Trick a fact stack, representing for my girls with the fat back." So Trina in this song, she does something that I love when rappers do. In the first verse, she goes, she says, "Cisco made that song when he see me in the thong, a thong, thong, thong. You know I like the way the booty go, like a pro. Throw him on the bed, throw him on the floor, turn on the camera, start the freak show. This ass even made Black Rob, R.I.P., say, whoa. I got a fat ass, now nigga pass up. Juvenile couldn't even back this ass up." Trina was calling out current rappers about how they couldn't handle her ass.
And these are the famous ass rappers.
Famous ass rappers. And
Yes.
none of these niggas said, "No, I can handle it." They all went, "You got it."
Yeah.
They all went, "You know what?"
They say you got a lot going on.
They said, "Get 30 seconds in that, I'm a butt." You right, Trina.
Yeah.
Called out Juvenile, called out Cisco, called out Black Rob, which at the time, whoa, huge. Black, her being able to pick a R&B singer, a New York rapper, and a New Orleans rapper, and all like make a fun little line about them. I was like, okay. I was like, Trina raps good. I was like, Trina can like rap. The stuff that we saw from Megan that we loved on like a lot of like Freak Nasty, like to me, Megan is channeling so much Trina more because a lot of people would be like, oh, she's channeling Nicki or Megan was channeling Trina when she was saying stuff like, "I'm running through a nigga house like a Tomb Raider. You gotta pass around nigga, he hot potato." Like that to me is like a very Trina 2.0. That was I want Megan and Trina on the track. So pull over.
Trina, if you're listening, and we know you are.
Trina.
The
baddest.
Yeah, Trina, we know you listen to my favorite lyrics. Go ahead and listen to Jay. Go ahead and hop on the pod. Go ahead and hop on the song with
I need it.
Megan.
So I love Pull Over. Were you familiar with Pull Over before this?
Yeah, I know about Pull Over. I know about Pull Over.
To me, one of the ass songs that like we got back that ass up always gets some credit.
I would say that's maybe the biggest.
Yeah, it's the fattest.
Well, the fattest and the roundest.
Fattest and the roundest. But to me, Pull Over, it's such a beautiful song. I loved everything about Pull Over. I think the video was fun. The video was like super dynamic. I think the comedian Pierre, he was in a lot of music videos at that point. Light-skinned Pierre.
Why don't we do that anymore?
Hey,
we're available.
Tell them.
Hey, industry, you're available. They told me not to bang on the table no more, so I'm not doing that at this point. But if I could, I would. Hey,
y'all used to put Lil Duval in every goddamn video.
Y'all used to have Michael Rappaport in the videos on a regular basis.
Right.
And we can't be in none.
You put Lil Rel in something. Put us in something.
I would like to do it.
D-Ray had to be Bernie Mac on that first Kanye album because Bernie Mac didn't want to do it. But put us in something.
That's a thing I didn't realize for like a decade.
Okay, I learned it this year too.
I did not realize that for a very long time. And Kanye's first album, which we know. But he wasn't like this at this point.
Yeah.
All right, just stop. Don't do that.
The only people who knew about that shit was him and his cousin.
That's
and he's in jail.
And he's locked up.
You molested that man into prison. That's wild. That's crazy.
You ever think that's why he had a cousin that stole the laptop? Because he was like, you got footage, Kanye. Maybe he was just trying to relive it. Maybe he was like, Kanye, you was doming me up really crazy, and I want to remember the moment, guess you won't let me, so I'm going to need that laptop.
Kanye, that's a different world, like Cree Summers. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know what's going on. That's... Man, but I remember, on Kanye's first album, he's got who I thought was Bernie Mac.
I thought it was Bernie Mac too.
Narrating the album, but it's actually D-Ray doing an impression of Bernie Mac. I didn't learn that until I was like a full grown adult.
Yeah, and I love the fact that D-Ray Davis was able to get work out of that. I'll do whoever you want. You want someone to do Kevin Hart on your album? Bow, boo, I got it. There you go. Pow. There you go.
How many other? You got any other?
That's me doing Jay Farrow doing Kevin one time.
Yeah, that is.
I'm trying to like the other thing that I also love, and this is so early 2000s coded, is that when they made a video, they made, even if we didn't want a storyline, they gave us one.
That's true.
Even if we didn't deserve one, they gave us dialogue, storyline, cut scenes, interludes. I said, this video for 4 minutes. This is a 5-minute video.
At least, especially like those like Puff Daddy and the Family, those ones. What was the one where they were like running the whole time? All About the Benjamins.
All About the Benjamins, which is on No Way Out, featuring the Locks and Lil' Kim. I loved that song. And that album, No Way Out, also ties into my next favorite lyric on here.
You should host this podcast.
No.
This is no. Take it away. But
okay.
This is masterful.
So No Way Out. There's a song on No Way Out featuring Puffy, Busta Rhymes, and Big, and Notorious B.I.G. And so that's Victory. But that sample, that instrumental got super popular whenever mixtapes were coming back out. And so there was a G-Unit version, and it had 50 Cent doing the intro. And my favorite kind of like lyricist in a stable rapper, pretty much in the 2000s, Lloyd Banks. Now, Lloyd Banks.
Underrated.
To me, Lloyd Banks, it was like Lloyd Banks was that for G-Unit. J.R. Ryder was that for Dipset, in my opinion.
Whoa. I've not heard that name in quite some time.
In my opinion, J.R. Ryder was that for Dipset. And like I love Cam. But like to me, Cam was like such the focal point and such the ringleader, and he could rap his ass off. Like Jim kind of occupied that space of like the nigga who really can't rap. And then like Santana could rap. Freaky Zeke could kind of rap. J.R. Ryder was like rapping his ass off. And so Lloyd Banks occupied that space to me. And I loved Lloyd Banks. I thought he was so fucking funny. I probably thought he was hot at the time and I didn't know how to articulate it. But he also was like a punchline rapper. He was like so good at punchlines, which then kind of ties into why I love him as a person who loves jokes and is a comedian who like overwrites.
Jay, I'm learning so much about you right now.
Yeah.
I did not know how deep you were. I knew you were a fan of music,
Devin,
but I didn't know how deep in.
I was in G-Unit. I was in G. I'm talking about in it. So what happened is my mama let me buy Air Force Ones and a extra large G-Unit tee, and then she let me also buy a White Sox fitted. And she said, Jay, you can wear this on the weekends. You can't wear this during the week.
The fitted?
The fitted. She said, my mama didn't want me to walk around with my do-rag and my fitted and my,
I remember this time.
And so I packed the clothes in a bag one day, and after school, I like changed and like went to a football game in like huge jean shorts that are back in, my Air Force Ones, ankle socks at the time, and my G-Unit tee and my white do-rag and my White Sox fitted, like truly like looking like a baby gangster.
They couldn't tell you nothing.
I was in G-Unit. I was in G-Unit.
Yeah,
if I would have seen Irv Gotti that day, I would have bust that nigga in the face. Like it was Irv Gotti, Charlie Baltimore,
the whole squad.
Cadillac Todd, Black Child, Ja Rule. All y'all were on notice when Jay was outside. Okay.
Now do-rag at this point, or is it tied or untied?
Oh, it's tied.
Okay.
It's tied, and guess what? The cape is down.
Okay, blowing in the wind. You don't got it rolled up.
The cape is down, honey. Saying all this like gangster stuff and then be like, honey, the cape, the do-rag cape bundles. So that I love G-Unit. And so then when this remix came out, I was still like getting CDs from my friend who was burning CDs. Oh, yeah. And so
it's a very profitable thing to do at a certain point in the aughts.
It was such a good remix, and I love the fact that Lloyd Banks, like, he basically, 50 was like, okay, I'm gonna rap a little bit because I'm like super popping right now. This is right after like Wankster and how to like how to rob, like all this is like leading up to 50's ascent. This is before in the club, but like Wankster,
he's about to blow up.
He's about to blow up. Everyone's talking about him. Everyone's like, there's this crazy dude from New York who like gets in fights and steals money, and he got shot 9 times. He's still alive, and he hates Ja Rule. And so his like the mans that he was putting on, like Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks at the time. This is before Young Buck. And so Lloyd Banks did this freestyle over Victory, and let me see. Okay. Okay. This is one of the lyrics in here. This is so colorful and so descriptive, and I love that he does this. He goes, I know the watch bothering your vision, but reaching out, put it down in your head like it's part of your religion. Why party with a pigeon? I'm blowing a 10 because Bush handing out flyers for a party in the prison. He was rapping about the carceral state, but also threatening to put a sniper signal, like a red dot on your forehead, alluding to a bindi for people who happen to be South Asian. So first of all, anyone can die. Also, you're going to be reincarnated, probably. But
so don't worry about that.
He was
you
saying,
got another.
What did he say? He was like, what he said something earlier in the song when he was like, is it on here? There's one lyric where he said, this shit can get uglier than a masterpiece sneaker. And I was like, oh my God, that is so funny, because Percy Miller put out them ugly ass shoes. You're right.
That's also the most 2004 reference. Like that is, you really had to be around in that specific time period.
Yeah, it's all the vehicles are long enough to stash a street sweeper. This shouldn't get uglier than a masterpiece sneaker.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And go ahead, and we're gonna go ahead and drop an image of a masterpiece sneaker when we release this, and if we don't release it, just go ahead and Google it. If you're listening to this at home, go ahead and Google what masterpiece sneakers looked like. It wasn't a good situation.
I mean, there was another lyric that like really sort of like got me one time where he said, I think it's on Work Magic, where he was like, the young gunner with the raspy flow got every boyfriend thinking that girlfriend's a nasty hoe. And I was like, he's so fun. He talked about on Stunt 101, what did he say? He was like, he was talking primarily about John, about a couple of other rappers, when he was like, the kids used to look up to you. What happened? Me, on the contrary, hand covered in platinum, different colored coupes, but I'm in love with the black one. And I was amazed that he was such a fun lyricist. He always like would have a good feature. Even on the PIMP remix, he was like, what did he say? He was like, once you switch over and move with a star, it'll get you far. I'm a PIMPGANGSTER. Yeah, I'm young, but I ain't dumb. I know some tricks, but I ain't one. I'm a gorilla for Skrilla. I trip you, try to run. I trip you, try to run. Which was talking about sexual trafficking, pimping. But he just made it sound so appealing.
Well, that's kind of that's part of the complicated kind of legacy of rap music is nothing makes pimping sound. Just sort of music in general makes pimping sound like it's awesome. Like it's tough. It's incredible. They make it sound so fucking cool.
Yeah, and then you kind of like
then you get into the weeds of it, and you're like, I don't think they should be doing this. You grew up and
you go, autonomy for women folk. You right, honestly. I shouldn't have. All of you hoes have lives and personalities and things that you went through. You aren't just a collective of hoes. You are rich and textured and flawed individuals. Why am I grouping you with the rest of these hoes?
It don't gotta be like that.
It don't gotta be like that, hoes. It don't gotta. I mean, okay, and so
shout out to PIMP, one of the best uses of steel drums in the entire rap canon.
We were so lucky. We were so lucky to get to experience so many different versions of rap the way that we were experiencing that in the early 2000s, because people really had distinct sounds. Like all the Memphis rap sounded like Memphis rap, New Orleans rap sounded like New Orleans rap, Atlanta rap sounded like Atlanta rap,
Texas rap sounded
like Texas rap,
New York rap sounded like New York, LA sounded like, man, it was like really regional.
When I tell you, listen, Devon, in high school, there are moments when you want to know, I would pull up Mitsubishi Galant. Wow. Stock radio.
You was living good.
It was used.
I didn't. That's okay though.
Turned up. They would see me swinging. I come through. What's the song? Mike Jones and Big Mom. I stay flossing in that candy paint, blowing dank, sipping drink on 84 swing, turning up the lane,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I know it well.
He knows the hymns. Okay, this was church for me, and so that to me was like super Houston.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, I love this version of rap. And then I would also love all the New York like lyricists. Like this was the time I was also, it was hard because I was beefing with Def Jam because of their association with Murder Inc. But I was like, I
like that you knew the label politics of it all. You was really tapped into.
I was like, we Interscope Aftermath over here. Fuck Def Jam. Fuck Benzino. Fuck The Source. fuck them. And then...
Can I ask you a quick question,
What?
Jay? Do you think there's anyone... You have a degree in theater, correct?
I do.
Do you think there's anyone else who's in the theater world that has this depth of rap knowledge in the way that you do?
Probably Lin-Manuel Miranda. Eliza.
Probably one guy. It's probably y'all are probably one too. And I'm taking you number one because I don't think anybody ever put you in a trash can.
Me.
So I'm gonna take you. I think you got the top spot.
Speaking of putting someone in a trash can, this the kind of song when a man loves a man. A man. That's from Empire. That was Jussie Smollett had the song. He got put in the trash can because he was gay by Terrence Howard. And he was like,
his dad.
Yeah, he's like,
his
I can't
father
have
put him
no,
in the trash
I can't have no gay baby man. I can't have no gay baby man. I can't have no gay baby man.
Hey, if y'all want Terrence Howard on your record, me and Jay would both like to be. I don't know what my impression would be if y'all need.
Some.
If I probably got a couple.
You want Tim Scott?
Yeah, you guys want failed presidential candidate Tim Scott? If you'd like that, I've learned how to do an impression of that man. So if you want him, failed presidential and then failed vice presidential candidate Tim Scott, who got completely frozen out and was not included in the current
and who I might add
cabinet at all.
I might add, he is so heterosexual. Stop it. How dare you? How dare you?
Everybody's a virgin till they're 45.
How dare you?
Why are you saying that about Tim? Don't say that.
Why are you saying about Tim and about Lindsey Graham? How dare you? Heterosexual men, strong men. We need men. I want masculine men, okay? Masculine men like Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham. I want a masculine man. I'm sick of all these sissies going around with their fucking purses.
Man, I'll say we
came in bagged up.
Yeah, I'll say
Show the bag. He got the ALD. He got the Amelie Leon d'Or.
Well, we're not dropping there.
We're not dropping.
We're taking that out until they'd like. You're not getting no.
I had to turn mine around.
I will say I did get this bag. I keep my laptop in it, and I will say I brought this around my dad, and he was concerned about it. He really didn't care for it. Guys out there, if you wanna have an uncomfortable conversation with your dad that's completely unwarranted, go ahead and cop one of these bags. Go and cop one of these bags and bring it back home. Bring it back to Kansas next time you go. Go ahead and pull the MacBook out of one of these and just go ahead and change your relationship with your father. He's gonna ask you some questions that he maybe never had before.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm a little bit older than Devon, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna show y'all what this was like. Listen up.
Yeah.
You got some tampons in there? I know y'all out here asking where the bad bitch is at. You got a person thigh tattoos, nigga. You the bad bitch.
Okay, that sounds kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I think about like why I got such a detailed like and sort of like world building view of hip hop, it's because to me, my autism is set up that like I love categories of things and I have like immersive experiences. So of course I was like, oh, what's the beef? Okay, the beef is Eminem versus Benzino because the beef is also 50 Cent versus Ja. So then this is Def Jam. This is Aftermath, Interscope. So then I gotta pretend like I want to hear Dre listen. I want to listen to Dre rap. Well, okay, yeah. I guess let me listen to another shot. You know, good for you, doctor. But you know what I'm saying? There were moments where I'd be like, yeah, I love this. And then I'd be sneaking. I'd be like, let me listen to some Jay-Z. And, you know.
There's a long history of guys who were really supposed to be producers. Yeah. But they're like, I think they're just in the studio so much that they're like, I'm gonna rap a little bit.
Yeah.
They're like, let me get on the track.
Because what happens, like, all of those people, they always have like a really good verse and people go, oh, this is amazing. And then the person who is also on that song who's featured or who has like the second verse, they go, oh, I wrote that.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, so that's your song.
Wasn't it? Remember that rumor that Nas wrote of all of like one of Will Smith's albums?
I believe it.
Do you remember this?
I mean, I remember that rumor. I remember when people pretty much confirmed that like Eminem helped Dre write a couple of songs. And then I also remember more recently when it was confirmed that Lil Yachty wrote Act Up.
Oh yeah.
You remember when Lil?
Well, here's the thing about Yachty, and I like Lil Yachty a lot. He's really good at making bad bitch music.
Oh my, say it.
He really understands. And also, just to I don't think I've talked about this on the pod. Act Up, written by Lil Yachty, performed by the City Girls, has one of my personal favorite rap bars of the last maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
Where she goes, drinking on liquor and I'm looking at your nigger.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I'm drinking on liquor and I'm looking at your nigger.
Yeah.
Nobody ever, the hard R to be like,
because what we say is we go, oh, reclamation starts with nigga. We give it a AH, a UH, a accent ague. It's rare.
And you don't get it very often.
It is rare that you hear stripes on his ass, so he calls his pussy Tigger. Scamming on these broke ass nigga. Like Lil Yachty probably stopped them at one point. It's like, okay, I'm getting a lot of soft A.
Yeah.
I need you to really hit that ER. I really need that.
Take it back.
And Young Miami was like, what? Okay.
I think it's very funny when black people use the ER. It's very funny to me.
This is tied to older black people. When older black people want to use because have you noticed this? Like every black boomer, a lot of times the only way to know how to insult you is with the racism they received growing up, but they don't understand that they've sort of internalized it and now they're kind of spewing it back out. They just think this is how you insult people. So if you piss an old black person off, the first thing they'll do is call you black. So let's say you bump into like an older black person, they'll be like, if you don't watch where you going, you old black bastard. You go, what?
Hey.
You go,
you and me both. Look in the mirror, Clarence. You over here calling me a black bastard.
And they go, ooh, I can't stand tall SNL Negro. You go, oh my God.
You know what's fucked up about the whole thing is like if an old man called me a black bastard, the first thing I would want to do is call him black back.
Yeah.
And it's like now we're both in the mud. Now we're both really just rolling around in the wrong.
Okay, so this is why we had them water fountains. We was doing that.
Right.
But back to beef. So
yes, the rap beefs.
There are a couple of things connected. So Pull Over by Trina is connected to me being like, oh, I love Trina. Trina called out Black Rob in New York. And so then I wanted to be like, okay, so this is connected to this part of things. So Black Rob, Puff Daddy and the Family. We get to Victory. Lloyd Banks has a remix. And so then connected to this. So connected to rap beef in general. So this song, Obsessed, to me is one of the few times that Eminem got.
Yes.
So Eminem released Superman. I Can't Be Your Superman. Yeah. And that song ostensibly is about Mariah Carey.
Yeah. It's a mean song.
It's a mean song.
It's a really mean song.
It's talking about how this girl is kind of pill addicted, but also obsessed with him and like trying to have a relationship, but he doesn't want to have one and he can't be your Superman. He can't save a hoe, as it were.
Yeah.
Then Mariah, after a little bit, and this connected to Nick Cannon.
And it always is.
It always is.
6 degrees from Nick Cannon.
6 degrees from Nick Cannon.
We're all kind of connected to Nick Cannon.
Yeah, this podcast is sponsored by condoms. You know you need them. So Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey's baby daddy, he kind of tried to like beef with Eminem. It just didn't work.
Nick,
couldn't.
If you're listening, and I know you are, you can't be getting involved in beefs, man. You can't be the host of America's Got Talent.
You can't.
For 17 seasons and then be like, I'm going to attack someone lyrically on the track. Those lives don't go together. And it's like, and neither can I. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we just have to, nobody who's on this podcast can be involved in a rap beef.
Someone's going to be mad at Devon after this episode comes out and probably say something about him in a lyric. And it's going to be a very Kendrick Lamar, Andrew Schultz.
Brother.
And so,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
Kendrick shouldn't even know who that is.
But he did.
I mean, I guess that's a win, I guess, on a certain level, just in general.
As a comic, if someone does go and fuck them gay-ass comedians, I'll be like...
just any gay comedian.
I'd be like, let's talk about me. And then I'm going to text Jabuki and be like, well, maybe it was you. And then Caleb's going to be like, it was me. I'll be like, I don't know if the rappers know you, Caleb.
You Jabuki, Alex, and Dwayne. And Yo, in a group chat.
There's a picture of me, Dwayne, and Alex together, and there's a picture of me, Jabuki, and Alex together. I don't know if there's a picture of all four of us because I think one of us at some point does have to, be at one of the meetings,
right.
where we making niggas wear purses.
Right.
It's working.
Yeah. This is y'all want to know how I got successful, nigga? I put on the purse.
Yeah, put on the purse.
I put on the purse, and
Dave
now I'm
Chappelle
up.
ain't gonna want you to put on the purse. Put on the purse.
Yeah, put on the purse. Come to death row. Put the purse on. That's how you get to where I'm at today.
If you tired of having to walk around with your phone in your pocket, your earbuds all loose, come to the purse.
Come to the purse. Change your relationship with your father.
Oh my God. For the worst.
Yeah.
So then Rap Beef, Mariah Carey released Obsessed to answer Eminem. Mm-hmm. And Obsessed, specifically the video version and the Gucci Mane remix, is...
I don't think I've ever heard the Gucci Mane remix.
Well, it starts off, a lot of times people give you a couple measures to like really get into the song. Mm-hmm. Gucci Mane wastes no time. The first thing you hear the song, and then you hear Gucci say, I guess Shawty mad he don't got you no more. So just like Pinocchio, his nose gonna grow. Gucci made Mariah Carey bling blow wow. I wish I had a lot to take the test right now. That's where it starts. That shit hits like crack.
I never knew about this.
This
is brand new information. Did you know that Gucci Mane was on the Mariah Carey remix?
To me,
come on now.
When I tell you that I'm upset. Wait.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Word. Heard. Lame.
Whoa.
So Mariah Carey is just a beautiful biracial songstress from Long Island.
That's true.
That's it. That's all
true.
she is. But she's also she's diamond as far as like record sales. She's an incomparable talent.
Mm-hmm. And she hit that one note.
And she hits whistle notes usually, and like they're coming back a little bit. And that's my girl. I've been in Mariah Carey. I'm a lamb. I've been in Mariah Carey I think 3 different times. I love her. She makes us wait. She truly starts off her... Like, I was a little late for this. I still wasn't Mariah Carey late. Mariah
She doesn't have that reputation. Lauryn Hill is really taking on the late...
Which is... Okay, do you understand how late you have to be for Mariah Carey fans to call you late? Because I deal with 30 minutes, and she'll be like, I'm getting my makeup. We'll be like, you know what? Yeah. And Mariah doesn't usually have openers. She does a whole concert, and she has a DJ play popular songs and, like, fun black songs before her show.
I'm not mad
and so you're just dancing. It's just a wedding reception.
Right.
And so Mariah paired with Gucci Mane, I think by way of Atlanta and Jermaine Dupri, because she says it in the song. She's like, I'm in the A. I'm repping the A. I'm out of Jermaine's. And she kind of eviscerates Eminem lyrically in this song. When she says, got you all fired up with Napoleon Complex, seeing right through you like you bathe in a Windex.
Yep,
that's insane. That's
kind of barred up.
Barred up. Mariah Carey likes to rap. He's all up in my George Foreman, all up in my grill.
Whoa.
She's using wonderful double entendre, wonderful imagery. She says, it must be the weed, it must be the E, because you get it popping, huh? You keep it popping, huh? Talking about his pill addiction. And, I mean, her couple of scenes in Precious, what can't she do?
Wow. I forget about, she didn't get no award recognition. And Academy, it's not too late.
And you know what's crazy? Mariah Carey in Precious, you can tell she said, I don't want to be pretty. And she put on that social worker wig.
She did. It kind of changed the equation up a little bit. You're like, we lost you in the wig. Mariah, where'd you go?
That's mask work. She was in the wig.
Yeah, she really did. I forgot about her. I watched Precious on my compact laptop in 2009.
Actually, absolutely not.
In my room at night. I downloaded it off of some weird site, and I watched Precious because it was like a hot movie, and I never saw it again. And it was a sad movie, and I watched it in the saddest possible way.
Wow. There are scenes from Precious that have the horseshoe theory of it's so sad it does get a little funny when, listen, I'm not going to laugh.
Here we go.
Hey, y'all, don't laugh. Don't laugh. There's a scene where she steals some chicken.
I know. I'm familiar.
She steals some chicken.
Yep.
And the woman who sees her stealing then says, get her fat ass. And it's not funny. People did laugh in the theater.
You saw this in theaters?
I saw it in theaters.
Huh.
It's not funny.
Mm.
But that woman saying that, that's kind of like, this is what it's close to. Whenever someone is very passionate and mean, and you know that they don't care about kind of social rules or social mores or the fact that we've kind of progressed as a society past fat shaming and past saying anything. So these people, they live in a different world, and comedy arises when I have to bump into them and bring all of these new and respectful and wonderful rules that I follow. So like that woman saying that, terrible. But it gonna make me laugh a little bit.
It's funny. Not so different from the old man saying black bastard. It's like, well, you're not supposed to say that, but I'm tickled.
It's right there. It's like whenever an older man, when his cat calls don't work, and you know what I'm saying? Like when an older man's cat calls don't work, and then they just start saying stuff like, oh, so y'all dyking? And you go, no.
Like that's not what you're supposed to bring to the table, but
and I'm glad you're aware, actually. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Wait, speaking of Pride, I have a bar from this
yes.
There's a DJ Khaled and Future song.
Yeah, yes.
Where, like you were talking about, right off top, I don't know if you know this lyric.
I want to hear it.
It's the first thing that Future says on the song. Before anything else happens, he goes, Rainbow Audemars, watch, because my bitch bisexual.
Yeah, you know what, Future Hendrix? Hell yeah, that's right. Yeah, when Future, I love Future, and
Same.
I'm not supposed to because I respect Sierra. I love Sierra. Russell Wilson, good dad. Get better on the field.
He's got work to do.
Great dad though. Show him some stuff. I don't know. You tall. So I reluctantly have to listen to Future because he does still make shit that goes off.
He's having I saw somebody post that he's having a LeBron James type run.
It is.
It really is for the amount of longevity to the quality that he's brought to the table.
If we're talking about Future's introduction, what was your introduction to Future? I think mine was Racks on Racks on Racks.
Mine was around that same time. It was probably Turn on the Lights.
Yeah.
That was probably mine.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. So Future.
Also, Future wrote Drunken Love. That's Drunken Love. Drunken Love was a Future song, and then Beyonce. Please, Beyonce people don't.
Future.
Please, she did a great job with it. But Future did come up with
much like single mothers in Atlanta, he has his hands on everything. Okay, he has almost more songs than children. Almost. But 50-50. Future to me, he always does something. I mean, you remember? We don't have to talk about DS2, but like. I mean, if we get into
do a whole
it,
DS2 podcast.
I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops, and he gets interviewed. He goes, "Oh, well, I just fucked this bitch in some Gucci flip-flops."
That's the thing about Future.
And it gets crazier because then you go, "Who is this bitch?" And you go, "Oh, Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's wife, Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mama."
Scotty's really had a tough time.
That's
crazy. You watch the Last Dance
documentary,
and then you hear about his life.
Two psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like your existence is basically this one crazy nigga who loves Kenny Lattimore.
Yeah.
And gambling.
this that new Kitty Lattimore.
Michael Jordan was getting real like, for you, a million heat. And so then that's his career. And then you go, oh my gosh, okay. You got your season by yourself. You got your career by yourself. You like, okay, telling your career. You good with the Blazers. Hell yeah, Scottie Pippen, in strong, find a beautiful woman, have a beautiful tall baby. Yeah. That baby's gonna go to the NBA. We can guarantee that. And then out of nowhere, in the 2010s, early 2020s, Future Hendrix starts fucking not fully divorced ex-wife, separated, but starts fucking her and telling everybody about it, while this boy is also trying to come up as a college basketball player, and everyone knows Man, shout out to Scottie Pippen. You are stronger than me.
It's been a bad go for Scotty behind the scenes.
Yeah, oh my
really
God.
since he retired. Well, also you heard like in The Last Dance, he's talking about like he had this really hard life. He had like there was like 12 kids in the house, and like
Arkansas,
yeah, he was in Arkansas, and like everybody.
And
was,
just
like,
that alone, I'm from Mississippi, and you when someone say they're from Arkansas, I go, whoo. I go, oh my God. You have been through, at least we get like some of the like, oh, Mississippi's still like the rich southern side. It was from cotton, but still, you know. Arkansas didn't have nothing. Y'all was flat. The Ozarks, y'all couldn't even afford fish hooks. That's why y'all catch catfish like this. Y'all be noodling. Y'all be noodling catfish like this in Arkansas. Oh my God. And y'all got a president, but then he did some stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Quite a few things.
NAFTA, also, yeah.
But yeah, it's just it started so hard for Scotty, and then he had this illustrious career.
Yeah.
And then he in the middle of the career, his contract got all fucked up.
Yeah.
He was making like shit money.
And then he had to sit down, and people were like, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
You're a
everybody was
terrible
mad at
person.
him.
Arguably one of the greatest small forwards of all time, and y'all treat him like that.
They treat him ugly. And then
Chicago.
And then Future makes a song. That's what would bother me even more. Like if a rapper made a song about fucking my lady, that's one thing. And
call her a lady at least once, please. Stop saying you fucked a bitch in flip flops.
Come on, that would hurt. But then also to have the song be beautiful. To have the song be to have it be like a beautiful track.
I just fuck your bitch in some Gucci flip flops. Tear.
I just took a piss and I seen codeine coming out.
We got purple activists. You thought it was a drought.
You thought it was.
You
thought it was a drought. You thought it was a drought, but he got it though. It's a drought for you, not for Future. He got flip flops and he got activists.
This man is addicted to lean and can still have sex with your wife. That is wild.
Physically, that should be impossible.
Physically, he on Perkies, he on lean. He can't poop.
No,
I don't know if you know how these pills work. You can't shit.
No, he doing all that shit, and he fucking your bitch with his shoes on. With his shoes on, like he got somewhere to go.
Disrespect. Gucci slides. Oh my God,
it's terrible.
It's also the craziest part about a lot of Future lyrics is that like you go, Future, I really feel like you just can say anything. Yeah. And I'm gonna dance to a little bit right now. Yeah. He had on the Metro Boomin thing that just came out when he was like, I like good girls. I like good girls. I like good girls, but I love bad bitches. Yeah. And if you wrote that down, I would go, this is a bit repetitive and not nearly complex enough to tell me how you feel about the women in your life. But then when I hear it with the Brownstone sample, I go, oh, actually, you know what? We don't need Amanda Gorman. Future is actually the poet laureate. Amanda Gorman rhymed just us with just us.
Well, okay. Which is another thing that Future would do, but he'd deliver it. Yeah. He wouldn't deliver it in the same way. He put a little auto-tune on it.
Yeah, he put a little something in there. And Future, do you know this? Speaking of Atlanta, Future is connected to the Dungeon family. So Future was associated with the Goody Mob and Dungeon family first, and then kind of like broke out. Yeah. But
he used to be called Meathead. Early Future was called Meathead. He was running around with like CeeLo Green. another character.
CeeLo. I listened to CeeLo Green today because it was okay. Let's say Devon. You're on The Voice. You're lucky enough to get on The Voice. Yeah. You're doing very well. Yep. But the only chair that turns around is CeeLo Green's chair. Damn it. Do you continue on?
Damn it. Why couldn't it be Gwen Stefani?
Nah. You getting CeeLo Green.
I guess there's nowhere else to go at that point. I guess if it's got to be CeeLo, then it's CeeLo. Then CeeLo, let's rock. We're gonna figure some things out.
CeeLo is interesting because I'm a person who has sung and who can sing, but I don't consider myself a singer, and I put CeeLo in that category. Sure. But then that motherfucker be acting like he can sing for real. And I go, CeeLo, I don't know if I've ever heard you like have like a. I've heard you sing. I've never heard you sing with someone and thought, oh, CeeLo's like better than that person.
I think once you get a couple hit records, that probably starts inflating the way that...
Because there's one song with Melody Fiona where he sounds great, and then you hear her and you go, oh, that's
somebody who could like really sing.
That's some singing. Go back to her.
Anyway, Jay, we got to get out of here.
Oh no,
we got to go.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
This was a great time. Is there anything that you'd like to? I know you got something to announce. Is there anything you want to give to the people?
I mean, I got lots of stuff to announce. Currently on tour, and then I'm also eventually gonna give up comedy and become a rapper.
I like that.
I want to be the first bisexual rapper who talks about it instead of having to get indicted for it. Because we've been seeing a lot of that.
That's true.
You know, you could talk about it earlier, boys. You could, you know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They don't choose to. They get scared.
Yeah. Well,
it's fun out here.
It's a good time.
So that's it. Come to my shows. Devon be popping up on my shows sometimes.
I think I'm gonna go do the show tonight.
He's doing the show tonight. This is confirmed.
Yeah, y'all probably not gonna make it to this one
because the way that recordings work.
The way the recordings work, but me and Jay gonna be on some of the same shows.
Yeah, we'll do more. Actually, I'm trying to think if there's one other crazy thing that I wanted to say. Be sweet to each other. I think that like right now, and I know this is like a fun podcast, like rap is so important to me and music is so important to us. Like be nice. And by that I mean like stop saying free Tory Lanez. Like keep that nigga locked up. I'm sorry. I know I went off on a whole like whoop whoop is not about the carceral state, but for him, clink clink. No whoop whoop. Clink clink. Chink chink. Chunk chunk.
And on that note, Jay, thank you for being here. And y'all, thank you for listening. That's the end of that. My Favorite Lyrics is a production by Disco Nap. If you guys like what you hear, leave a review and tell a homie about the show. And make sure to follow us at My Favorite Lyrics Pod on all social platforms, except for Twitter. We offer that. You can learn more about this week's guest and the My Favorite Lyrics team by checking out the show notes. And thank you to the guys that made this show happen. Our executive producer, Lauren Mandel, our associate producer, Carmen Kerrigan, Chris Mueller, who engineered the episode. We'll catch y'all next week.